Winter's coming, and fall has been called the best kept secret as a time to travel. And here with some great travel ideas and travel hacks is travel expert Sarah Dandashy. How are you?
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Got the book right here.
Yes.
This is it. I've been wanting to get this book in my hand because we've been talking to her over Zoom. You've been giving us some great travel tips. And you're in town for actually a lodging convention.
Yes.
Is that what, so you get to pretty much let's lodge around? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we're lodging. I'm actually in town at the lodging conference. So it's this big hotel conference with a lot of hoteliers, and we're at the JW Marriott Desert Ridge, which, by the way, okay, as a local resident, that property is phenomenal. Lazy River.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, pickleball.
Oh, yeah. And the new restaurant, Tiacara, there. Oh, it's so amazing. And the garden and through there. So, and that's what's so great about having you here with us, because you have some great travel tips for us when it comes to fall, because perfect time to start planning, right?
Great time to start planning. Now, here's the thing when it comes to fall. It is, as you mentioned, this best kept secret because it's such a great time of year. The weather is still mild, prices aren't as high, you have less crowds. And actually they found, I'm not the only one that thinks that, because 58% of Americans are actually planning to travel this fall. Wow. So it's pretty cool. We're seeing a little bit of an uptick in leisure trips, which is like business leisure, and then also microcations. Microcations are pretty cool. Those are like 2 to 3 day trips.
Yeah.
That people can kind of take and add on. And also 72% of people are planning to take multiple trips. So instead of one big 5-day trip, maybe a couple of 2 to 3 day trips.
You said something really cool, and that was the business trip, because now a lot of hotels are saying you stay the extra day and you get a discount.
Exactly.
And so some people are going, okay, I'm going to actually call it a work time. I can work from the room part of the time and then go out and enjoy it and bring the family in.
Yes, and that's what's been so interesting in the past couple of years, is that this notion of business and leisure time, it's blended. And so you can really go ahead and take that on the road with you. So whether it is adding on an extra day, or maybe you work in the morning and then you spend the afternoon at the pool, that's okay.
I love it. Let's talk about traveling and flying, because everyone's like, oh my God, I gotta fly, I gotta do this, it's flying so bad. But you tell me if this is the right hack with flying and a good time to fly.
Okay.
But those really unusual times, say for instance, everybody likes to, of course, be able to get up refreshed and get on the plane at 9:30 a.m. and look good and land, you know, right at 12 o'clock and be at the beach. But is it smart to kind of like go, you know, if there's a 5 a.m. flight, no one's really on it, it has to get out of here.
Yeah.
Is that some of the things we look for?
Exactly. I love that you brought that up. So yeah, when it comes to flying, you definitely want to go on those earlier flights. So yes, it may not seem attractive to wake up at 3 in the morning to get on that 5 a.m. flight, but those are more likely to leave on time. So you definitely want to go ahead and take advantage of that. As well, also think about different times of the week. So we're finding like Wednesdays are really good, or Saturday as well too, because people either want to be already, you know, taking advantage of their vacation time or their weekend. So those are some really good days as well too. But good news for travelers, because we obviously saw that prices were really high this summer. We've found that prices for this coming fall are going to be about 40% less than they were in the height of summer. So that's good.
And what about, you know, last minute people who like to go flying the last minute? Do you recommend to get like the flight now and not try to wait for those discounts, as we say? So
the best time to book for travel rates would be 3 to 6 weeks in advance. So if you can do that. Obviously, if you want to go ahead and book something last minute, you can also see that as well too.
All right, and listen, this is from your book, and just listening to you, I'm going to go ahead and give away a airline hack.
Ooh.
I'm going to get in trouble. I'm looking for which camera. I'll just look at you when we do this one, so I don't get in trouble. But my understanding is that if you book, of course, 3 weeks in advance, you got that price, and it goes down, you can actually call the airlines and get credit back. And that's what a lot of people don't check that. They usually complain, what's going on, instead of...
That is so true.
Right.
I love that you brought that up, because that's actually what I've done with a couple of my flights. Is like I've booked it at a certain rate, and then I'll go back and I'll check, and I'm like, that's less. And so sometimes you can actually do it in the app for the airline, or you can actually call as well too.
I love it. Okay. Here we go. All right, Sarah, is everyone ready? Destinations, where should we go?
Okay, so this is really interesting. When it comes to fall destinations, don't overlook cities. Cities are great because, you know, people might still want to be going to the beach or this, but cities that are, you know, rich in history are fantastic. Washington, D.C., always wonderful, especially for fall foliage. You can walk the streets of Georgetown. You've got so much happening there. Philadelphia, another amazing city. You've got mural tours. Again, it's all about getting out and exploring these big cities that you might not normally think about, but they bring so much to the table. And then also San Francisco. And you can do little road trips from there, visit Sonoma, Napa. So a lot going on.
I like it. And then listening to you, see, Sarah, you shouldn't have come. 'Cause I've listened to you, and I like it, and I look up and I see what you say. But and one thing is the multiple city trips, because you could fly somewhere just for the day, get all this enrichment, fly to another city. So literally in a week, you could probably go to 5 different cities across the country easily.
Definitely, or even go within the same area. You know what I mean? So whether you want to go on the west, you know, you go to maybe San Francisco, up to Portland, etc. You know, you can definitely do that. So there's a lot that you can get done.
I like it. It is hospitality from within.
Yeah.
Right there, you can get it. Where can people find more information about the hacks, the travel destinations, and all the fun that you give out?
Absolutely. You can go ahead and find out more at askaconcierge.tv.
There it is. All right. There goes the book. I'm excited. Come on back.